had the Nika riots. It was so much war. It was so many different wars and skirmishes. I can't even name them all, man. The battle I know this car. I kind of know how to. Yamaha is the shit with the Spartans, man, which is also niggas, by the way. But the Spartans were Jake, by the way. The Christian artifacts got big nose and big lips. Come on, man. Fat ass lips. If you Google Thracian artifacts, it's gonna look like fucking Jerome and Tyrone, man. You're like, wait a minute, it's like my uncle. Well, Uncle Pookie? Yeah, it's like him, man. So YAHAWAH said that, look, man, before they persecute you, man, when they persecute them, Nero burnt up Rome and then said, oh, who did it? It was the Christians. Yeah, they did it. And everybody said, oh, the niggers? I fucking knew it. And then when after, but now it's history. Oh yeah, it was Nero, man. You know some fuck shit.
No one Edomite say, be like, man, I was hungry with him.
No, like real shit. Before then, the Roman people hated Nero because they were like, man, he's evil. And then the majority of them knew it was Nero, man. He kills everything. Because Nero killed his own mom. Nero had his wife who he had got through bigamy, right? He had got his second wife, killed her, and then found a little boy who kind of looked like her, stole him away, cut off his old wife's face and put it on top of him. I think he was a fucking weirdo, man. But look, guess what? Hillary Clinton does worse than that. So does Trump and the Rothschild, all the Edomites, man, the Bush, they all do shit worse than that. Barbara Bush, who's really is a fucking man, gave her son George Bush a fucking penis in a jar. There's an interview about that on YouTube. He gave his son from a very young age a penis in a fucking jar. Yeah. Fucking Edomites, man. Profane beast. Like, what? Can you imagine if your parent gave you, hey son, Merry Christmas, you unwrap it? What the fuck is this? It's a dick. I don't want this. What am I gonna do with this? Hey, but hey, once again, it's the same people, man. So Nero did that back then, and then in 2017, there was a scandal about Hillary Clinton doing that same thing with some girl on the video. That had the whole New York NYPD shook. Everybody watched like, oh, how can they do such things? How can you get such a high level person? If that same thing get wrong, who gonna stop you?
They still didn't get it.
You know, yeah. To this day, she out there. You know, we're gonna make America. You know, we're Democrat, yeah. And then behind closed doors, she out with a 20-inch nail strap on, raping somebody, man. Sodomizing a grown ass man, has him chained down. Nigga bleeding, no, you know, through.
Yeah, man. But that's all the wickedness of these people, man. And guess what, man? The Most High created this man to do that upon the earth, man. That way he can send his men back to come and bring true judgment. Okay. So that also goes to show you that the Most High, wicked man, spinning it all back in the circle. The Most High ain't on love, man, because he allowed all that. YAHAWAH was on the same mindset as the Most High, man. And what did he tell his men? He's like, look, man, I'm gonna give it to you straight. Y'all gonna die for my name's sake. Some of y'all gonna get tortured. Some of y'all gonna get in, you know, some of y'all just gonna die instantly. You know. But either way, they're gonna hate you for my name's sake. Then the Messiah, the one who came to save his people, or to bring in that salvation, the chance of redemption, told his men that they were gonna die. You know.
Real quick, precept.
Go ahead.
Precept about YAHAWAH shall be on the same page, right? Isaiah 11:1, and there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of its roots, and the spirit of YAHAWAH shall rest upon him. That's right. The spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of YAHAWAH and the fear of YAHAWAH. Now with YAHAWAH, what happened? All right, excuse me. So the spirit of YAHAWAH will be upon YAHAWAH. Now YAHAWAH's spirit is what? Judgment, man. A balance.
Truth.
YAHAWAH let and actually made the Egyptians, the Pharaoh, stack sin upon sin and then tortured them for it. Isaiah 11 and 2. All right, and then YAHAWAH tortured them for them. And I mean, bro, just look up, read Wisdom of Solomon 17, I believe, man, about how YAHAWAH tortured them, man. Imagine it's so dark that you can feel it, man. All right, and then hearing the fucking waterfall or somebody or something running. You're like, hey, is somebody running? Hey, does somebody have 12 feet? You know, you're terrified, man. Just seeing a big red face smiling, man. Over there. It's over there somewhere. You gotta find it. It's over there.
You have to go inside the storage.
Yeah. All right, but hey man, Yahawah Shem Shakalu torch these. Imagine being in Egypt, right? You don't know what's an animal native to America? Mountain lion, right? Or you know what I mean? It was bears in Jerusalem because David fought a bear. All right, but imagine being in ancient Egypt, right? And it's pitch black dark, and then you hear a fucking panda roar. What the fuck was that?
I've never heard of panda roar. That's scary.
Right? Yeah, you be terrified. What the fuck was that? Nigga, was it a crocodile? No.
Polar bear.
Was it a hippo? No. Fuck was it? I don't know, man.
Fucking cougars and shit, leopards, man.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, fucking jackrabbit bouncing around. What the fuck is that? Is that what's jumping like that? You know? Hey, you be terrified, man. You like, what the fuck's going on?
That's right, man. And to prove that that's Yahawashi, can I get this one? God, this is gonna be the book of Luke, chapter 1. I'm gonna start at verse 31, and it says, I'm gonna start at verse 30. And it says, and the angel said unto her, Fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with the Most High, and behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb and bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahawashi. He shall be great, and he shall be called the Son of the Highest, and the Lord Yahweh shall give unto him the throne of his father David, and he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and his kingdom there shall be no end. And it says, and jumping down to verse 35, it says, and the angel answered and said unto her, The Holy Ghost shall come upon thee, and the power of the Highest shall overshadow thee. Therefore also that holy thing which shall be born of thee shall be called the Son of Yahweh. All right.
Well, the Son of Yahweh, which a father does what to his son, teaches him his ways.
That's right.
So in Isaiah 11, the spirit of Yahweh should be upon him. Also a spirit is written in the book of Sirach that if you raise your son that I'm gonna get it real quick. You want to speak on that point? Focus on that point real quick. It's a scripture about raising up a son in the same way as you.
Okay, Khan, yeah, that's right. You know, Yahawashi was raised up in the same mindset that Yahweh's in, man. You know, because Yahawashi tells you, me and the Father are one. But the Father and I are one. You know, however, roughly paraphrasing. And whenever he says that, he doesn't mean like they're the same being. No, he means that they're the same spirit. The same way that he says, the same way that he tells you that he wants us to all be like-minded, man. You know, because you can't run a business if all your managers and your supervisors all have a different mindset on how they want to run things, man.
Yeah.
You know, so because if they all want to run things different, one supervisor might give their people 3 days off and have them working 4 days, and one supervisor might give them 1 day off and have them working 6 days, and then you start losing employees because it's unfair. You know, you're like damn, these supervisors aren't listening to me. Why aren't they listening? So you fire their ass and you hire someone who's like, you tell them, hey, look, man, this is kind of mindset I'm on. You know, I want you to be on that same mindset, and you want them to be like, all right, cool. You know, I'm down with it. Because I have, at my job, I have all my supervisors on the same mindset, and that's how a business is ran, man. You know, so that's the same thing that Yahawashi was. Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi. You know, and that's how it is. And it's and with that, we're on the same mindset that Yahawashi is. You know, and bringing judgment, bringing salvation for our people, and bringing judgment upon the wicked, man. You know, but that's how it is, man. The Father raises up His Son, as the brother was going into. The Father raises up His Son to be like-minded. You know, if any of you brothers have a son or even a daughter, in this kingdom, you want them to grow up. You know, and you want them to learn the scriptures, and you want them to serve Yahweh to the best of their ability, the same way you did, man. You might not want them to do it like the exact same way you did, but you want them to be on that same mindset, man. You know, as for Yahweh commanded Yahawashi to do this. You know, because that's pretty much how it is, man. You know, and that's how it's gonna be. You know, Yahweh was never all love, and neither was Yahawashi. Neither is Yahawashi. It's lucky.
God, wish. I mean, my nigga, man to man, real quick. Look at the camera, man to man. If you look around the fucking earth, it's obvious that the Heavenly Father doesn't all love. Why are they, even with people, talk about, people have wars because people are evil. All right, my nigga. So what's up with frogs and flies, then? Are the frogs just evil? Are the frogs just fucked up for no reason, causing wars for no reason?
Lions and gazelles.
Yeah, lions and gazelles. Are the lions just mad about? No, the Heavenly Father likes wars. Exodus 15, real quick. 15:3. Yahweh set it up. It's actually written in Sirach that Yahweh created good against evil, water and fire, 2 and 2, by and by. One element to be against the other. Now, To humans, good and evil aren't elements, but feeling. But see, how all these things are just created to him. He's like, oh, I made it, you know. So to him, hey, Yahweh can touch literally anything, man. The fucking air, your voice, because it's written that our voices have images to them.
That's right.
Think about that. Your voice has an image to it. While you were being born, an angel went and said, Yahweh told me to put this voice inside of him. Puts it inside your mom's stomach, some shit like that.
Yep.
Think about that. Yahweh can touch everything, man. So to Yahweh, good and evil are once again just elements, which is really, and think about it, according to science, they're both elements because they're both made up of certain compounds. Now these compounds we can't see, but they're spiritual. But they're spiritual meaning that what?
Right.
Meaning that Yahweh and the angels can see it.
That's right.
You know, because angels can't look at somebody who look just like me and go, oh, the spirit, that's an Edomite. He like you, but once again, Yahweh tries to say what? The wheats and the tares. You know, there's going to be wheats, all right, who look like you and are you, and then tares look like wheat but aren't a part of you. There's chocolate covered Edomites, man.
Yep, that's right.
There's Genghis Khan. People think, oh, this is nobody. That was a fucking Edomite. You know, there's wheats and tares among every nation. Everybody with dark skin is an Israelite, and also everybody who calls himself Israel isn't a brother. I've met many Israelites who also fuck shit.
Yep.
And look, the sad truth of the matter is, not even sad, it really makes sense. It really, you all fucking deserve it. But Jeremiah, and look, y'all put, the 2/3 of Israel put, I put myself for hell, man. I don't feel bad for you. And certain days, they're like, damn, this is my people. But overall, man, you done flung us in pieces, torn us apart, put us in boiling oil, man. You hear me? All types of shit. So, fuck you. Matter of fact, motherfucker.
That's
You
right.
know, yeah, man, it's Digby Bay. Can I have $1, man? I'm hungry. Oh, that's crazy, man. Bye. Fuck out of here, man.
You know, and it's all part of your judgment, man. You know, the most Jeremiah said not to pray for these people, man.
What you got?
God had Exodus.
Man, break it down.
God, this is gonna be the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and 3, and it reads, Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. That's right, man. That's why you have war in everything, man. You know, once again, lion versus gazelle, man. You have certain predators that have predators of them, man. You know, there's certain predators that are hunted. Okay, you know, like lions, they're hunted by hyenas, man. You know, and the only time a lion gets taken down by a hyena is when they're in a pack and the lion is alone. You know, so the Most High created war and everything, man. Just like a fucking spider and a fly. You know, like a frog and a fly, man. You know? All this was created from the Most High. Man. It was also a man of war.
How you get people?
Huh?
How you get people?
Precept, Sirach 33, verse 13.
God.
Matter of fact, Sirach 33, verse 10, and it says, and all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth.
That's right.
And much knowledge Yahweh hath divided them.
That's right.
So
Much
look,
knowledge Yahweh has divided them because
Separated them.
Yep, that's right. We were never meant to be all one thing like that one girl, that one woman who came here in the pink.
We're all
Yeah,
the
she-
same. But
right.
do you think that God sees how you look? Doesn't Yahweh see everything? Anyway, isn't he the one who created everything? All different races and languages? Come on, my nigga.
Said that she said that he broke the what did she say? He broke the Tower of Babel up for something.
Oh yeah, I mean, bro, you Christians don't not understand the Tower of Babel, all right? Because basically the whole earth spoke Hebrew, right?
Yep.
Now, according to Christians, God Himself came down and gave everybody English, Spanish, and French. Now what the fuck happened, man? Yahweh, the angels came down. Not Yahweh. The angels came down and confounded the language to where they forgot a word to here or a word to over there. For example, right? See, literally every language is just a different variant of Hebrew that got confounded over these, because Old English is still English. But if somebody in America, all right, spoke to somebody, actually go on YouTube. There's a video of some dude in 2020 who lives in some odd part of fucking England, somewhere in the hut, who speaks only Old English.
Yep.
You know, he's speaking English, but it sounds like a whole different fucking language. Because over time, slang happens, words come up, words get forgotten, words get new words get created, like latent turn. If our forefathers 100 years ago heard, yeah man, I'm turned as fuck right now. What are you talking about? You know? So basically, yeah. So basically, the Tower of Babel, right? Now some are reading, right? Let's go. everything comes from Hebrew, right? Now, within the Hebrew language, this symbol for Shah looks like what? A W. Now, in Spanish, a W is called a W. Same symbol, but it's pronounced different. Now in Hebrew, this symbol is Shah, all right? Now in the Russian, there's a symbol that looks just like this, and it's pronounced what? Sh. Now also in the Hebrew, there's a symbol called Ga, and in the Russian, there's a symbol that looks just like this, and it's pronounced what? Ga. So it's just Hebrew. It's literally just fucking Hebrew. And yeah, and then within Hebrew, and then sorry, I'm stuttering. And then within the Hebrew, the alphabet begins with what? Abacha. In English, we have what? The ABCs. Same fucking thing. It's a different variant of Hebrew. People don't know anything, man. Y'all don't know no history. Y'all don't know that mystery, cuz. You know. Hey, but once again, YAHAWAH, y'all should open up. What the fuck is that, man? Really? People gotta burn, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my goodness.
I didn't know what you were talking about at first, and I saw it.
Big ass just to the beard, man. Anyway, man, but yeah, YAHAWAH has given us, man, this ice out these days, man.
Variety of cultures.
Look, I want to ask a question, but I was trying to
I'm talking about Edomites the white women were always a superior fine woman race or some shit.
Yeah, bullshit. Probably you nigga, man. Look, East that's a so-called white man with that superior IQ. Man, you know, I watch illustracy, right? I be reading the comments and shit, and there were certain jakes asking about the Civil War. Fucking Esau, well, you know, white people have a higher IQ. What the fuck's talking about IQ? Let's talk about the Civil fucking War. The Edomites, you see, they have to like constantly assure themselves we're just smart. Meanwhile, they're fucking everything up, but they have to constantly say it because they know for a fact that it's not true. They're like, damn, well, actually, it's scientifically proven. Matter of fact, Darwin's book about evolution, which favors the so-called white man, is actually called. Let's see real quick. Darwin's book is called "The Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection," or in his title he wrote, he says, "The Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection," or "The Preservation of Favored Races in the Struggle for Life." Favored races. Well, damn, I wonder who the fuck that is. You know, fucking Edomite. It tells you in the fucking title. Look, this is the origin of species, or wink. This is our favorite race. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's written in the fucking title. The fucking devil, man.
He said, or wink. Flying right over people's heads.
And look, bro, I'm not even bullshitting. The fucking or is written small as hell. Yeah, it says the origin of species, all big, by means of natural selection, tiny as fuck. You gotta zoom in. Or and it's all fucking telling you, like, hey, look, man, I'm doing all this biases, I'm doing all this for my people. And then in the Esau around the whole fucking world, showing people somebody beating up a fucking retarded nigga. A person was born with a deformed skull, he got it on the whole world. This is the Negro skull. Obviously, or it's fucking monkey skull. This is a Negro skull. You see, they're animals. And now there's niggas over there in China. Oh, well, yeah, well, I guess we can't explain them. They're animals. Man, oh, this is crazy. I didn't know that before. It's not fucking true. Once again, keep in mind, at one point in time, it was scientifically impossible for a Negro to read. Same time, because you're reading, you through. They're gonna burn you, lynch you. You know. At the same time, it's scientifically impossible. There's science books written, and they're just too fucking stupid to do it. And then you're doing it. Stop that man. You know, he's going against our gods. You know.
It got to the point to where they even started using you to read to your own people to enslave them, man. I mean, just watch the movie Birth of a Nation, man. That's just a perfect example of how it is, man.
Yeah, and then, man, hey man, look, our people want to fucking, they want to look because they couldn't read, but then taught themselves how to read. Man, look, if you think how hard it is trying to teach yourself how to read a printed language, look at fucking fucking, I don't know, uniform and trying to figure that shit out.
And it's also because these Edomites, the slave masters would be trying to teach their children to read, and our children would pick up on it, and they'd be like, "That's apple." They'd say apple, and then the Edomite child would be like, "A bull," and the Jake kid would be like, "No, dumbass, apple." Jake
walking by, apple, huh? Nice. I think I'll use that.
Apple, nice. I think I'll use that. Thanks for that.
Quick Sharon got the water hot.
Licking their fingers.
Good looks, man. Oh, that's alphabet, huh? I'll use that. Sure, this is funny though.
I'll use that shit.
What you got up?
Man, I was just going through the spirit.
I'll use that. Inside joke.
Hey, but come on, man, and that goes to show you, man, this was all done because our people went off. You know, the Most High set up an evil man to bring up evil times upon the planet Earth. This was all done. This was all done by the Most High, man. But go ahead,
Because I'm reading again, Sirach 33 and 11, and much knowledge is once again the knowledge of Yahawah was prophesied to rest upon who? Yahawah, and overall the elect.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
So it says Sirach 33. Excuse me. Sirach 33 and 11, and much knowledge Yahawah had divided them and made their ways diverse. That's why you had niggas in that. Well, not niggas, but look at Hamites in Africa wearing lion skin and tunic with spears and shit, and then living in mud huts, and then Chinese people over there in kimonos and samurai swords, and then people in Europe and that whole Holy Land, man, with the I don't know what to call it, that big fluffy neck shit, the garments, and then iron chainmail. No swords and stabs and spears and pucks and maces, and then in Britain that big fluffy neck shit, the different shoes. Because once again, that was Jake with that shit, man. Dressing like Django when he got free, that was Jake doing that back then. The big fluffs and shit, and then also just look up the pictures of all those different white men back then, the fucking portraits. Those are all niggas. The hair is curly, is going down like it's like, man, look, if my afro was out and I pull it just like this, it look just like that shit. And back then, they were actually dyeing their hair white for whatever fucking reason. Jake be on some weird shit. Jake, it's just like in America, Jake dyeing their hair purple and green and
yellow, man.
It's fucking trend. Like King James, like, oh, this is a white man. King James was a nigga, bro. Yeah, because of the Moors and the Blue Bloods ruled England until 1789. Boom, nigga. Anyway.
God, man. You know, but all this was done through the dividing of the nations, man, because the Most High didn't want us to be all the same. You know, the Most High didn't want us all to be one intertwined. He made one people to be above another and one people to be the basis of the earth, man.
Right,
to be wicked. No, you just like it. Go ahead.
No, Yahawah Shemashah made every nation's way diverse.
That's right.
So yeah, and then some you had fucking Japheth and the fucking sheep drumming and shit, but them women was goodness. That belly dance, that's in the kingdom. Whew. Lot of smells, you know. Hey, African, better watch out. Negative.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Sirach 33 and 12. It says, some of them hath he blessed and exalted.
That's right.
And some of them hath he sanctified and set near himself.
That's right. Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, which is speaking about the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
It says, but some of them hath he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places.
That's right. He had he cursed and brought low and turned them out of their places. That's talking about the Edomites, man. You know, the so-called white man. This man is the lowest of the low. You know, and the Most High put this man in charge. I mean, and look at the earth now, man. It's dying off. It's polluted. You know, I'll be looking at pictures, man, of older pictures of the nighttime sky. You can see the stars. You can see the galaxy, bro. You can see everything. It's beautiful. But then I look up at night, and you can't even see that shit, man.
Yeah, man, and then it's like crazy to realize that our grandparents grew up when there was stars in the sky, and then now they watch the pollution fuck up the sky to the point now you go outside, you see one star at night. Literally, where I'm at, I hate San Antonio. You walk outside, it's like 2 stars. Everything else is just fucking darkness. It's just like damn. And see what that does is make how it seem not as great, just not as great because Yahawah promised Abraham's seed to be what? More than the stars. You go outside and see 3 stars. Yeah, I'm doing that right now. You know.
Yep.
But in fact, he's just blocking everything. They get it's billions. Not even it's octillion. Not even that. It's infinite number of fucking stars and galaxies and nebulas and all types of shit out there, man. Shit that we don't even know about.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's certain parts of the earth that you can go to that you can still see that shit, man. You know, it's like there's certain parts of the earth that are not as polluted to where you can see more stars, man.
But then who's there? You saw Switzerland, Norway, Alaska. It's called the Aurora Lights somewhere. I think in Alaska as well. You know, and it's over there. Fucking Edomites.
That's right.
And barely any Jakes. You know, which those Jakes for what? They were scattered from everybody else. Boom. Anyway, Sirach 33:13. It says, "As the clay is in the potter's hand, to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him.
That's right.
Surrender to them as liketh him best. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly."
That's why you always have so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans going against the so-called white men. You know, that's why you always have the Negroes against the white men. That's how it's always been. The sinner against the godly, man. You know, and that's how it is. The Most High didn't create us all to be the same, man. There's that one. You know, that's why the Most High broke up the Tower of Babel, man. Because they were all trying to come together under one, pretty much under one thing, like I don't know what to call it.
New World Order.
Yeah, but basically, done.
They were all coming under one banner. The angels, not YAHAWAH, the angels came and confounded the language. It didn't say it gave them different languages. Confounded the language. All right, niggas just talking about. I mean, they were just confounded. They just forgot a word here and there. We can't communicate. Fuck. Go somewhere else with their family, with whoever the fuck understood them. Hey, I don't remember this. Well, me either. What to make a new word? That works. Over time now, you have different, Spanish. But bro, Spanish and Greek, you can tell. Once again, all languages derive from one language because Spanish is just like the new version of Greek. That's why people who speak Spanish understand fucking Greek. It's the same fucking thing. It's literally almost word for word, bar for bar, flow for flow. It's almost the same fucking thing. It's almost identical. It's the same thing. But Spanish is just a different opposite of Greek. It's the same fucking thing. You know? So it says Sirach 33:15. It says to look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another.
That's right. Could you read that one more time, Bible Child? Distraction.
That is Sirach 33:15. So look upon all the works of the Most High YAHAWAH, there are two and two, one against another.
That's right. So look upon all the works of YAHAWAH, the God of this earth. You know, and there are two and two, one against another. That's right, man. Because we're not all created to be equal. That's once again why you have one people above another. You know, that's why everything that's created. You know, that's why Christianities love that. That's why Christians love Christianity, because the Most High, because in their eyes, or in their mind, they think that everyone is equal. We all have the same chance of salvation, but it's not so. You know, the Most High chose a specific people, and even out of that specific people, a certain remnant of that people to save, man, and to give power and judgment and power to judge this whole earth. Next to who? His son Yahawashi. All right, they're going to be joint heirs with Yahawashi. So whatever Yahawashi inherits, we inherit as well. And Yahawashi is going to get all glory. He's going to get kingdom, glory, power, women, chariots. You know, he's going to get everything.
The earth.
And ultimately, he's going to get the spirit of Yahweh. You know, and that's what we're going to obtain as well, man. You know, the rest of it.